originally started this show, and this is in the New Zealand Wellington Fringe Festival. Te Whanganui-a-Tara, which is the capital city in Wellington, was their Fringe Festival in 2023, and I had a men's choir called Vocal Blokes, which is just a bunch of 20 or so blokes, mostly in their 40s into their 80s, a choir of men singing together, and I just thought, let's sing some love songs. And I'd chosen lots from Stevie Wonder to Carole King, James Taylor, Boyz II Men, and I sort of started to create a narrative, one that was dealing with what are the first feelings that we have when we fall in love, maybe as like children in the playground to going to university or just meeting people at a party for the first time, and what are the experiences that men specifically have. And that quickly brought up the difficulty that men have in talking about that very thing. And with this group of men, with Vocal Blokes, we created discussions around it. We talked about what is love? What does it mean to you? Is it something you can feel, you can touch? It's deeply complicated, but also very simple. And I didn't quite realize it at the time. After we'd put it all together, the story was there. We had over 12 songs. I realized to myself why I'd written it, and it was essentially when I was 25, finishing my master's, my dad left my mum and essentially me and my family, and we were a very close family, surrounded by music and community and surrounded by singing. And I really struggled to relate to any men in a positive way. And it was later that year where I became a choir leader with this Vocal Blokes. And when I found I had zero positive male role models, I then suddenly inherited 20 men who I could sing with and lead. And it sort of brought myself back to being open to chat with men. And I realized I wrote the show, I put it together because I wanted to try and forgive my dad for leaving my mum in the worst way that he could. And that's what I sort of wanted to do, and I thought there was something really important about the show. And when we performed it, one of the members gave an anecdote, and they said, I invited my son along to it, and he was probably about 15 or so. And he invited all of his other mates who were around 16, 15 or so in high school. And they thought, oh, it was kind of fun, a lot of fun, great stories, lovely songs. And one of those lads was in tears throughout the entire show, and they didn't really know why. They just sort of didn't know what to do with him, and they asked him, like, are you okay? What's wrong? And he said, I've never had a good relationship with my dad, and there are 20 men on that stage singing to me and saying that they love me. When I heard that story, I thought, okay, this is something quite important, and I want to see if I can take this show further than just Wellington. And that's why I'm doing it here in the Greater Manchester Festival, working with Chorus of Others, which is a chorus of men. I don't think they call themselves a choir, but they're a chorus of people who meet together, advocate for good men's mental health, and they sing. And I've been working with lots of different choirs around just to try and find groups to sing with. And I've inherited some members from the Manchester Community Choir, from the Sunday Boys Choir, which I've been singing with as well, and lots of other new people have joined. We have about 16 to 18 men who have been learning songs for only 10 weeks, a lot of songs. They sing very well together. And we've put together new text, it's all verbatim script, stories from them, into a brand new show, which is essentially the same thing, but it's got even more meat, even more heart to it, a bit more harder pangs, and I think it's going to be like an immensely beautiful experience. I'm very, very excited to see and hear how it all comes together. 100%. I believe I'm a child of a choir leader and a music therapist, and I'm also a performer, so I fully believe in how you engage art and music can be the thing that really moves people. And to be a part of a choir, to join a choir, especially if you are deathly afraid of singing, as many people are. As a vocal coach, I work specifically with people through that process. I solely believe there is no quicker way to establish community than to sing together.